pretty much the same every morning. Do differ, some of them differ some mornings, but every morning from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. is my morning routine. So normally Saturdays I would lie in, just having a bit of a rest. But Sundays again I'm back to it, so it's pretty much six days a week. And we're going to talk about forming the habit in a moment. So 4 a.m. will start probably for a person that's never done it at 7 a.m. and eventually you get to 4 a.m. Right now I'm waiting for my alarm clock at 4 a.m. to go off. I actually don't need it anymore. First thing I do, 50 to 100 push-ups in the morning when I wake up to really wake me up. Everything that I'm going to mention now is in the online course. I'm not going to stop too much about anything. I do a 10-minute AMRAP fitness training exercise that you really, I'm not know if you, but AMRAP, Tabata, HIIT kind of training. Just 10 minutes to get endorphins going. And I think the most important thing by training first thing in the morning and also getting sweat out of you is the thing called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Ever heard of that? So BDNF is almost like a miracle chemical in your brain that repairs damaged brain cells. Also, because of that, again, get you creative, make you innovative, but most importantly for me, it's repairing my brain cells. So but especially the first thing in the morning, and after 10 minutes, if I wasn't awake, you will be awake after 10 minutes. I go right after that. I go into meditation. I wanted to do this morning, but it's going to be difficult with people around us. But I use the Wim Hof breathing exercise. So if you haven't heard of Wim Hof, write it down. It's really it's in the course as well, but it's a real intensive breathing exercise, and it really, again, forces your prefrontal cortex to slow down for what's coming during that morning. Right after that, I do deliberate gratitude every single morning in a journal, because especially we're living in a world that everything is negative. So if you focus on news and you focus on a lot of stuff that I don't do, but if you focus on those things around you, you can tend to be negative. And deliberate gratitude is really being deliberate, grateful for the smallest things. So having a cup of coffee this morning, just being able to have peace in the morning, having to walk with my wife yesterday in Palm Mountain, kind of things that I'm genuinely grateful for. Having my kids and everything being healthy. And that's not to say being grateful for smaller things. We mustn't be grateful for bigger things. But the smaller things tend to get to the bigger things if you're grateful for the smaller things. Writing it down is a way to detox our mind from negative thinking. Again, it makes us creative because of writing it down. And just a small thing on journaling. And you write your goals in your journal. You write negative stuff. If something bad happened to you as well, you write out the bad stuff. That it gets out of your system. Don't ignore it. Let it get out of your system. But in years to come, I see it as that's part of the thing that I'm actually going to give to my two boys. As what I've learned, the lessons I've learned, the books that I've read, the notes that I've made from the books that I've read, it's way better than giving them any sort of cash inheritance. If I can give them 20 years or 30 years of every year of a journal, wow, it's worth a lot more than any cash that I can ever have. Right, so after gratitude, I will tend to write down my goals, financial goals, just review it, review my visions, review my most important top 5 priorities for my day, for my week, for my month, and for my year. And just by reflecting on it, you actually consciously decide to apply your mind on that specific items. And as you know, when you consciously be aware of what you want to do and consciously have positive impact and thoughts, you feed your subconscious mind, and that will become the default of thinking. I think that's the most important part of being very conscious of what you're thinking is to feed your subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind can't really differentiate between good or bad, negative or positive. He just accepts whatever he gets fed. So these days I'm very conscious about what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, what I'm talking about, because what I talk about is what I feed my subconscious mind is what that will happen into my life. We will go to that a bit more detail in the setting of the affirmations and the visualization, but yeah, just a quick overview. And then from 5 to 6, I generally will have a hard copy book of reading, and I'm also on the Robin Sharma Nation. It's a Robin Sharma mentoring program, so it's like a business coach online. That's got programs online, so I would either do that or I would read the hard copy book of that specific. But I think that's important. 60 days, or 60 minutes every day to read. I think that's, and try to actually read a hard copy book. We all get all in the world of distractions and of audiobooks and electronics. So whatever you want to, I mean, it can be personal development, it can be in your specific field that you want to increase. But the fact of the matter is, externally we will never be better than we are internally. So we can never exceed our internal emotions, our internal mindset. So if you want to double your income, make sure you develop yourself, how you consciously think, and your professional capabilities. I think that's probably the most important point that I can give you today. Right, so that's from 5 to 6 a.m. I jump into a cold shower. Okay, so firstly, if you're in Cape Town like us, I think we save a lot of water when we jump in the cold shower. But the real benefits is really us, especially guys that tend to get heart attacks. There's little muscles around your veins, and when you get exposure to cold water, it actually strengthens those little muscles around your veins. So I think that's, especially for guys, a very important thing to note. It's obviously get you awake for the day coming, makes you more alert. And I always tell people, I mean, when you eat a lot of takeaways every day, you don't really notice the effect of eating bad. But if you're eating lean for about a week and then all of a sudden you eat takeaways, McDonald's or whatever you eat, you automatically feel the difference of the bad food you put in your body. So it's the same with a cold shower. If you get used to a cold shower, you can't really do a hot shower anymore because you immediately feel the difference of how you feel having a cold or hot shower. I do that especially in the evening as well, just before I go to sleep. I actually also take a cold shower because it relaxes you and you sleep better. Well, in the beginning you're probably not relaxed, but...
Do you ever take any hot showers?
Generally, these days not anymore. I've done it from about January last year. It's good for your immune system as well. And I think that, but the most important thing that I've started noticing about the cold showers is I mean, like you also is like, no. It actually takes you out of your comfort zone on a daily basis and reminds me of taking myself out of my comfort zone. And that's the first thing in the morning I do, is remind myself going out of your comfort zone. So I think that's apart from the healthy aspects of it. It's as an entrepreneur, we need to, on a constant basis, daily, weekly, try to force ourselves out of our comfort zone, because that's where we grow. Yeah, and then basically I make my family some breakfast every morning, give my wife some coffee in the bed, and then I'm done with my morning.